Class, today I will teach you a short story 2, Old Man at the Bridge. This story has been written by Ernest Hemingway. This short story is in your book Treasure Trove. This is the second story from your book Treasure Trove, Old Man at the Bridge. Ernest Hemingway. You know, Ernest Hemingway is one of the famous story writer, fiction writer, or a novelist of the 20th century. During 20th century, he was a famous writer and journalist as well. Ernest Miller Hemingway was an American novelist, short story writer and journalist whose simple and understated writing was a strong influence on 20th century fiction. Whatever he used to write, it made a strong influence on the 20th century fiction. One of the shortest of Ernest Hemingway's short stories, Old Man at the Bridge, is based upon an incident that took place during an Easter Sunday stopover at the Ebro River. Ernest Hemingway has written this story, Old Man at the Bridge. This story has been written around Easter Sunday when he was just passing over one river that was called the Ebro River, while Hemingway was a war correspondent covering the Spanish Civil War. That time he was a journalist and he was covering the news about the Spanish Civil War. Spanish Civil War took place that time between the fascists were one of the enemy and there was Spanish Civil War took place. Old Man, so he had to cover the news. Old Man at the Bridge demonstrate the power of narrative art. So he was a journalist as well as he was a very good story writer also. So Ernest Hemingway has just demonstrated the power, shows the power of narrative style. He starts narrating. Narration means the story writing. Hemingway takes a small ordinary detail in a situation and through the art of storytelling transforms it into a powerful story. So this man Ernest Hemingway, he has just taken this small ordinary incident which he experienced in his life during the Spanish Civil War. Once he was just looking after his duty at the bridge, so he encounters with an old man. So this was a real incident took place and he has just converted this real incident into a short story. So he transforms it into a powerful story about the tragedy of war. Whenever any of the tragedy took place, any of the war took place, so the people, those who are the civilian people, they suffer a lot without any reason. So the old man is also related. The old man becomes a symbol of the countless civilian victims of war. This story is having many images and symbols. This story is having many symbols. The old man, he is the symbol of the sadness here and he is just giving the symbol just like of the many victims of the civil war. Once any of the civil war took place, means any two political parties, if they are just fighting with each other, so who is the sufferer? The persons, the people, those who are living inside the country, they are called the civil victims. So the old man is the one person that is just showing the all people, those who are the victim of civilian war. So countless civilian victims of war, those without politics, and without any politics they suffer a lot. Displaced, disoriented and alone. They are just dislocated without any place. They had to leave their place. Disoriented, without any direction. They are alone. And the old person, he is faced with inevitability of death. And at last, unavoidably, he had to just face his death also just because of this civil war. Just for this civil war, he had no relation. He did nothing, but even though he had to suffer. Now let's start the story, Old Man at the Bridge. An old man with steel-rimmed spectacles and very dusty clothes sat by the side of the road. You see, once this Ernest Hemingway, he was just taking his duty on the bridge, so he saw one old man was just sitting by the roadside and he was wearing a steel-framed spectacle, and his clothes were very dusty. His condition was very poor. There was a pontoon bridge. Pontoon bridge is used to be is a kind of a temporary bridge. Whenever we use it just for the time being, and then after that it can be dislocated. So there was a pontoon bridge across the river, and carts, trucks, and men, women, children were crossing it. So there was a pontoon bridge just for the time being it was built. So many of the people, vehicles, trucks, they were just moving towards over that river. The mule-drawn carts staggered up the steep bank from the bridge with soldiers helping push against the spokes of the wheel. Many people were just crossing that river through that pontoon bridge. Some mule means a kind of ass or donkey drawn carts, vehicles were staggered, were moved up the steep bank. Steep means up and down kind of a place where the up and down was just taking place over the bridge. So some soldiers were there on their duty, so they were just helping them to push these mule drawn carts. So against the spokes of the wheel, so the wheels can just move on. The trucks ground up and away, heading out of it. All the peasants plodded along in the ankle-deep dust. Many trucks were grounded up just because of the too much of dust. They just headed. They were just putting inside the dust. Peasants, farmers plodded along in the ankle-deep dust. Farmers were just moving towards there. So much of dust was there, so their feet was just inside the dust near to their ankle. But the old man sat there without moving. He was too tired to go any further. So many people were just moving. They were just going to their safer places, but that old man was very tired and he could not move further. So what was happening, that Spanish civil war took place in that country. So what happened, when any of the war takes place, the government announces that the people should go to some safer places. So these people, those who were just living in a town, so they were just moving towards one place, towards to the, you can say, the one safest place. So everyone was just moving and crossing that river. It was my business to cross the bridge, explore the bridgehead beyond, and find out to what point the enemy had advanced. It was my business. My means here, the narrator means the writer's business, that he has to just look after as a journalist how many enemies, how much they have just progressed, how much they have reached to their city. So he was just looking after all that things. I did this and returned over the bridge. I looked there and again I just came back to the bridge. There were not so many carts now and every few people on foot, but the old man was still there. When he came back on the bridge, he found that the many people, they have just passed from that place and few people are just waiting, and that old man was still sitting there. Where do you come from? I asked. From San Carlos, he said, and he smiled. He said that I have come from the San Carlos, the old man informed. That was the native town, and so it gave him pleasure to mention it, and he smiled. The San Carlos is his native place, means where he was just born. It was his town. So he took so much pleasure and happiness about his town, and he smiled. I was taking care of animals, he explained. And he says further, I was looking after my animals. Oh, I said, not quite understanding. Then Ernest Hemingway says, I do not understand a lot. Yes, he said, I stayed, you see, taking care of animals. I was the last one to leave the town of San Carlos. He says, you see, I was taking care of my animal and I was the last person who left the San Carlos. Means he didn't want to leave the San Carlos just because he had to look after his animals. Once everyone left the place, after that he left. He was the last one who left the place. He did not look like a shepherd nor a herdsman, and I looked at his black dusty clothes and his grey dusty face and his steel rimmed spectacles and said, "What animals were they?" The narrator thought that he is not looking like a shepherd, means who look after the sheep, herdsmen, those who look after the cattle, means animals. So his look was just like he was black dusty clothes he was wearing and his grey dusty face was looking, and he was wearing a steel rimmed spectacles. So I asked him, "What were the animals you were looking after?" He said, "Various animals, many animals," and shook his head. "I had to leave them." He shook his head and said that I had to leave my all animals there.